Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you probably know, there's a movie over there. If you know, that's bad enough. But hey, I'm watching and I'm reading news every day, many times a day. So I go over a lot of headlines. So I'm familiar with a movie called Barbie. I haven't watched and I have no intention of watching that movie or whatever it is. But from what I've been informed here in the United States of America, since I've been around, isn't Barbie that doll that girls play with and pussified boys play with sometimes in certain circumstances, I guess. I think that's the one, the little blonde, skinny, big boobed or something. Did I get the correct description of the doll? Well, maybe not big boob, but hey, that's why I was talking about some boys maybe using their sister's doll for a little bit. And then I think the Barbie had a can or something. I've been told by some co-workers here, because I didn't know about Barbie. I didn't have Barbie. Barbie did not exist where I come from. Only it's an American thing, I guess. So they made this movie about a doll that supposedly they made it like a doll is real and they created a life or something. Well, if there's an audience, go ahead, watch it. I have nothing against it. The problem is when it has a lot of success, then is a problem. Because there is a big audience, that means for that kind of garbage. Why is it garbage? This is an infantile representation of life, all right? I don't even know what kind of example I should give. Let's say we make a movie about Donald Duck. Right? They made Popeye, which is another stupidity, but anyway, Donald Duck tomorrow will be a movie about, and it's gonna be what, 500 million, I think it had gross so far. Which, as I said, you bring the product. If there's an audience, demand, supply, I'm okay with that. But that tells me something. If some people start buying dildos, a lot of them, that means something in a society moves in a certain kind of direction, and you can assess what would be the consequence. Now we have Barbie. Good. I didn't expect it to be so successful, but maybe which I don't have hope and illusions about the human kind or human race or however we want to call us. But still, it proves that they or we as a whole are dumber than I thought. So what's happening here? It's a push, obviously. It's a push of pussifying a society. I'm going to show you a picture, and I will show you two individuals in this picture, and I will read the title of this article coming from People's Magazine. People. Justin Trudeau, who's the Prime Minister of Canada, and son Javier, twin in pink, to watch Barbie movie together. So this, I'm guessing he's an adult. I don't know how old. He's not. He's like 16, I think, or something like that. But nevertheless, he's a boy, isn't he? He's dressed in pink, which again, these guys trained her here. Blue is for boys and pink is for girls. I never heard this where I come from. Yeah, and there could have been some colors designated for, the girls and the boys. But it was here, pink, the girls, blue, boys. Okay, if that's the rule imposed by someone, by the culture, I said, well, I have nothing against it, screw it. But you have here one adult, important person, with this, which says, love you more. And this, I think he's a teenager last time when I covered. Now, he's an idiotic, look at his face. I don't think, if you look at those eyes, ignore everything else. Those eyes tell me a lot. And again, I've been told by some Canadian friends, now I don't know if it's true or not, I have no evidence, that supposedly Trudeau is the result of his mommy, that I just found out had sex with Ted Kennedy, just visited with her then husband Pierre, I think it was his name, Pierre Trudeau, if I remember correctly. They visited Washington and she fucked Ted Kennedy in his office that she succeeded in, and then they divorced. But the divorce, the problems were in the family. I read an article and I was like, oh, so you were a lady. So I heard that this guy, Trudeau, I've been told by some Canadians. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I will explain. Supposedly it has something to do with Fidel Castro, if you know what I mean. So Trudeau, Justin Trudeau, Fidel Castro, Trudeau's mommy. Squeaky, squeaky. Some Canadians said that. I don't know. But now that Trudeau's son is called Javier, I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things that are not there. But for me, it was like, what? Wait a minute. A Spanish guy, then he is supposed to be French or something. Javier, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a French name. I associate it with the Spanish culture, Javier. And I'm thinking, why would Trudeau call his son, name his son with his wife, Javier? The other, supposedly his daddy is the El Fidel. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on here. We're Team Barbie. This guy says the Canadian Prime Minister captioned a father-son snapshot of the outing. So they went to see this Pussyfication thing with, this is probably is a B from Barbie, right? I'm guessing. Justin Trudeau. So how old is the son? Right here, 15. Well, he's 15. It says here that the duo twinned in Barbie pink, Trudeau donned a neon hoodie and his son sported a fascia t-shirt to honor the iconic doll, my friends, doll, as they watched the Greta Gerwig directed film which just hit 1 billion tickets sale. Okay, well, as I said, I have nothing against people going and watch things, but I have the right to judge them, and I will judge them. Because we still have values, and when you have values, you judge. You can say this is a piece of shit, yes, I judge you. Or you are a rapist, I judge you. Or you're a genius, I judge you. You're a mommy Trudeau, you're okay, things like this. So I'm going to give you my, I don't know, maybe I was crazy, stupid, however you want to call it. This is a pussification of society right there. Father, drama teacher, whatever, Prime Minister of Canada, and then you got the child. When I was a kid, these were the idiots I liked. Doesn't mean that I should be the standard of truth here. But just to share to you how I can see these guys as pussies. So for me it was Vlad the Impaler, right? That guy over there in white. That was my guy, right? Justice. I said, oh my God, look at this guy. Then it was Superman. Then it was the German discipline, the German army, portrayed by Hollywood movies. I like the discipline. The German army was portrayed, as discipline and so on. Crazy as it was. Then it was, I think, it was Buffalo Bill. And then it was, as I said, Superman. For a short period of time, it was Spider-Man. When the old Spider-Man, the one that was, oh my God, anyway. Then it was what? John Wayne. No, the actor, the cowboy. At that time, I was a cowboy. Then it was old Shatterhand from Winnetou, those books written by Karl May that I was reading in the 5th, 4th, 6th grade. That's when I read. It was Ivanhoe. It was Robin Hood. It was D'Artagnan from Alexandre Dumas. All these books I read in 5th, 6th, 7th grade. These kind of things, Alexandre Dumas and Walter Scott, Ivanhoe and so on, or Robin Hood. And these were my idols in those times. When I was about 13, 14, right? Not even 14, 13, I mentioned some of them. I never, as I remember, never had an idol as a woman. Maybe I don't know, be called nowadays this and that. Maybe I will be arrested for that. Never had anything like that. Never had a weak person or a victim person. I never had, for instance, Jesus as my idol or anything. Never. Oh, I had Zeus. Yes, Zeus was a long time ago. Let's say 3rd, 4th, 5th grade was Zeus. Hercules was for some time again. Hold on, I'm gonna say I remember now. So I never had like weak people. I like those people. I don't know why. And I never had a woman as a, I never went to movies that were displaying women as strong characters. I didn't identify myself with them. What can I say? So, and I look at this guy. It doesn't mean that I am but I think I am though. I think I am the normal one, and these guys are the pussified ones. But if you want to instill this kind of virtues in this guy at 15, 15, many things happen before 15, but nevertheless, here it is, my friends, and there's the father. Well, that's their education, that's their life, and instead of having in my life, let's say these guys will show up when I was 13 or 12, and there's some people like this will show up. People will laugh and call them as they are, weak and pussified. That's what they are. Not be like, oh my God, isn't that fantastic? The movie, that's fine. As I said, I'm concerned with the population. Because let's be honest, if you have let's say, a historical movie with kings, you usually see men over there. Now, if you have like, I don't know, Snow White or Princess Diana or something like that, you would have probably mostly women. Good or bad. But that's a problem when you have Barbie, a doll for children, and you have such a success, which is okay. Children, they grow into adults and they have memories. Like right now, if they make a movie on Vlad Impaler, I would probably watch it without paying, because I'm going to wait until it's for free somewhere, and I'm not that crazy. And because usually these guys do not bother to represent the historical figure of people. They turn it however they want. I want to give you an example. Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne, whatever his name, The Rock, he played Hercules. Hercules was a Greek, right? But anyway, however you want to, Hellas, if you want to, however you want to call it. They played what? They played Little John in Robin Hood, played by Jamie Foxx. I didn't watch the movie, by the way. So and I will not watch. I will refuse to watch this kind of things. As for instance, I will not watch a movie, let's say Elvis, and I have over there a, no offense to any group I'm going to use here. I know a little person, a Chinese, or I don't know, a Romanian hairy Elvis Presley, or a woman playing Elvis Presley. I would not watch that, because that's why it's Elvis Presley and it's not whomever you want. You want to have some similarities when you go over there. You want to, that's why you're not going to put a fat, obese guy playing Superman. You're going to put in fit and all that, or Hercules. You're not going to put Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne whatever, The Rock, that professional wrestler, whatever, as Hercules. For me, I feel offended by that, but if anybody cares? No, who cares about that? But if we put, let's say, we put I don't know, an obese white little person as playing, I don't know, Martin Luther King, that person would be out of town. These are the values we have nowadays. And the media covers for them. And society is pussified. Therefore, it has what? 1 billion tickets. But I see that. I see that because, as I said, I would go with things that I identified, and I played with certain things. As a child, I would go and watch those things, probably. But Trudeau goes to watch Barbie with his 15-year-old son? Did he play with Barbies? What's the connection between... It doesn't mean that you can't go and, enhance your, I don't know, preferences, or, I don't know how to call it. But for me, I don't even want to take it that way. I refuse. Pussified, both. That's it. End of story. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.